Hello everyone. Today our MBA topic is trade and geopolitics. So, geopolitics is the study of how geography influences politics and international relations. It explains how the location, size, natural resources, and physical features of a country affect its power and relations with other states. The term geopolitics combines two words, geo meaning earth and politics meaning power and governance. Together, it refers to the political power of nations in relation to their geographical positions. Geopolitics focuses on how geography, such as land, sea routes, borders, and resources, shapes political decisions and strategies, according to Rudolf Kagin, who introduced the term in 1899. Geopolitics is the study of the state as a geographical organism or a living entity in space. In simple words, geopolitics helps us understand why countries behave differently in global politics depending on their geographical situations. Location and positions. The place where a country is located affects its importance. For example, Pakistan's locations between South Asia, Central Asia, and the Middle East gives it strategic value. Size and territory. Large countries like Russia, China, and the US have more influence because of their vast territories and resources. Natural resources, oil, gas, minerals, and fertile lands increase a country's economic and political power. Borders and neighbors, friendly or hostile neighbors, can shape a country's foreign policy. Climate and topography, harsh climates, mountains, and rivers influence trade, defense, and agriculture also. Geopolitics explain how geography supports or limits a country's power. Sea power suggests control over sea routes gives global power. Land power argues control over the heartland of Eurasia leads to world dominance. Air power theory adds that modern wars and politics are also influenced by control of the skies. Role in modern politics. In today's world, geopolitics is not only about the land and sea but also about technology, energy routes, water security, global communications. Countries make alliances and develop military bases in strategic areas to protect their interest. The United States uses its global naval bases to maintain influence. China builds road initiatives, that is BRI, shows economic geopolitics. Russia's focus on Ukraine reflects regional geopolitical interest. So, geopolitics remains a key concept in understanding international relations. It connects geography with politics and helps explain global conflicts, alliances, and strategies. Every country's locations and natural setting play a vital role in shaping its foreign policy and international position. Geopolitics studies how a country's location, physical environment, and resources affect its power and relations with other countries. The features of geopolitics describe the key elements that shape political behavior and decision making at both regional and global levels. The most basic features is location. The country's positions on the map determines its political and economic importance. Coastal states have battle trade opportunities while landlocked states face limitations. Natural resources such as oil, gas, coal, minerals, and fertile lands give states economic power. Countries rich in resources often become centers of global attention. Larger countries usually have more resources and military power. However, even smaller countries can be important if they are strategically located, that is, Singapore or Israel. Physical and climate conditions, mountains, rivers, deserts, and weather patterns influence defense, agriculture, and trade. For instance, the Himalayas protect South Asia from the north. Economic strength, a strong economy increases political influence. Economic geopolitical focuses on trade routes, global markets, and industrial power. Military power, a country's defense capability are vital. Nations build military bases and alliances to secure their geographic interest. Political stability, stable governments can make long term geopolitical decisions. Unstable ones struggle to use their geographic advantages. Connectivity and communications. Modern geopolitics includes communications networks, technology, and transportations routes that link countries and regions. The features of geopolitics combine physical, economic, and political elements that define a country's positions in world politics. Understanding these helps explain global power, distributions, and regional conflicts. Geopolitics plays a key role in understanding how countries use geography to achieve political goals. It helps states make informed decisions about defense, trade, and diplomacy. Understanding the power relations. Geopolitical shows why some countries have more influence due to their location, size, or resources. Guiding foreign policies. It helps leaders make strategic choices about alliances, wars, and cooperations. For example, Pakistan's foreign policy is influenced by its positions near China, India, and Afghanistan. Resource management. Countries use geopolitical knowledge to protect and manage their resources like oil, gas, and water. Ensuring security. Geopolitical understanding helps in national defense planning and border management also. Promoting economic growth. Geopolitical stability encourages trade, foreign investment, and economic cooperations. Solving global conflicts. It helps policymakers understand causes of wars and disputes linked to geography such as border or resource conflicts. Predicting future trends. Geopolitical provides insight into future global issues like climate change, migration, and energy politics. Geopolitics is essential for maintaining balance and peace in world politics. It connects geography with strategy and ensures countries make realistic, well planned, and policies. Now, role of socio-economic and political climate. Socio-economic and political conditions shape how a country interacts with others. So these factors include education, wealth, government stability, and social development. Economic conditions. High literacy, modern infrastructure, and skilled populations improve national performance and cooperations in geopolitics. Political system, democratic, authoritarians, or unstable political systems affect foreign policy. Stability allows effective participations in international relations. Leadership and governance. Strong leadership can transform a country's geopolitical positions, such as Turkey active regional role under President Erdogan. Cultural factors, language, religions, traditions also shape how states form alliances and resolve conflicts. Technological progress. Nations with advanced technology gain geopolitical advantage in defense, communication, and economy. The socio-economic and political climate directly influences a state's ability to participate and compete in global politics. Prosperity and stability strengthen geopolitical power also. Tools of geopolitics are the methods countries use to achieve political goals through geography and strategy. The art of managing relations through dialogue, negotiations, and cooperations. Trade agreements, sanctions, and investments are used to influence other countries. Maintaining defense systems, bases, and alliances ensures security and power projections. Controlling information flow and media narrative supports national interest. Cybersecurity, AI, and satellites are modern geopolitical tools. Use natural routes, ports, and borders for political or military advantage. Alliances and organizations, membership in global groups like the UN, NATO, or SCO increases influence. Modern geopolitical uses both traditional and modern tools, military, economic, diplomatic, and informationals, to safeguard interest and expand influence. Determinants are factors that define a country's geopolitical status. They help explain why some states are powerful and others are not. Geographical locations determines accessibility and defense, size and shape of territory. Large countries often hold greater resources. Natural resources provide energy and wealth. Populations, human resource and labor strengths, economic development, industrial and trade capacity. Political stability, effective government ensures global respect. Now, technology enhances power in modern times. Historical and cultural backboards or backgrounds shapes identity and alliances. These determines or determinants together decide a nation's strength and positions in global policy. A balanced mix ensure sustainable power and security. Now, geopolitics operates on two levels, regional and global. Both focuses on power relations but differ in scope and scale. Aspects regional geopolitics and global geopolitics focuses on a specific area or continent, covers the whole, neighboring countries or regional blocs, major powers and borders conflict, trade, local security, energy routes. Regional geopolitics shapes local stability while global geopolitics defines overall world order. Both are interconnected and influence each other. Now, geopolitics in world politics. Geopolitics is central to modern world politics. It explains global power, shifts, alliances, and rivalries among nations. Globalizations and interdependent. Countries are linked through trade, communications, and security network. Geography still influences these ties. Great power, rivalry, competitions among major states like the US, China, Russia shapes world politics. Energy and resource politics, control over oil, gas, and minerals leads to influence and sometimes conflict. Regional conflicts, geopolitical tensions in area like the Middle East or South China Sea affect global peace. Global institutes, organizations like the UN or WTO regulate political and economic relations. Emerging power countries like India, Brazil, and Turkey are rising due to their geopolitical advantages. Geopolitics remains the foundation of international relations. Every global decision from trade to war is influenced by geographical realistic. So that's the end of the video, my friends. If you like my MBA blogs, please subscribe and share it. Have a good day, my friend. Thanks a lot.